Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and I know I have stuff kind of everywhere at the moment. Daddy's painting the house, so my office study makeup space has kind of become the throw everything that doesn't fit somewhere to get it out space. So it's a little bit of a disaster in here. Hopefully you can't see too much of it besides the random clothes rack hanging here. But today I am here to update you on my hashtag team project pan, my last update before the finale. So to me that means I'm not rolling anything in. Anything I have finished up in this last update, which there are 3 items, I will not be replacing because I'm not going to finish anything in a month. I'd rather spend that month playing with things and seeing what I like to know what I want to pan next year. So let's get into what I have, and starting as always in order of application with primer. The Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. I started this in September. Last month it was 23 grams and it is now empty. I really like this primer. It has got me into using my Becca Velvet Blurring Primer, which is a slightly more mattifying version of this but gives a very similar effect on the skin. But obviously you can't get this anymore, so I am thinking I might pan this next year because I am liking how it's looking on my skin. And since you can't get it anymore, it's obviously something that I'm okay with moving out of my collection. And everything else that is full size in my primer collection is new. Everything, like the only 2 other full size primers I have are the Hourglass and the First Aid Beauty, which I only hauled when I got back from the States. I do have 5 minis, 5 minis and a sample sachet, which I will also probably try and work through next year. But otherwise, my other 2 full sizes are new, so I don't see the need to pan them next year. So I think I'm going to pan the Becca, but I do just want to wear it in summer just to check that it works when I am a bit oilier. Though it is going to be a very wet summer, so it might be a little bit cooler. We'll see. Next, foundation. MAC Pro Longwear Foundation. I might finish this by the end of the year. I might just miss out. If you can see, I haven't marked it today. It's sitting down here. So if you have a look at my marks, you will see that I'm either just going to make it or I'm just going to miss out. It has about the same distance to cover and it does taper slightly, so maybe I'll get it finished, or I'll be using it for like the first week of January, or I'll be using it for all of January because once it is school holidays I may not wear anywhere near as much makeup when I don't have to work. Who knows? Last month when I introduced it, it was 85 grams. This month it is 78 grams. We're making our way through it. We'll see what happens if I manage to get through it or not. Concealer, still going strong on the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is where it was last month. And I don't even know if this month's progress is going to be easy to see because basically it's only in the rim bit that goes under where it goes in for the lid. So it's very little product left. Again, I still don't think I'll get through this by the end of the year. I may have a little bit longer to go, but I may just call it quits at the end of the year because it's not my favorite product. I found a way I like to use it, but it's not something I necessarily need in my collection. And I have correctors that I'm using that I love, that I'm like I'm incidentally painting the Bobbi Brown corrector alongside it purely because I prefer this, because it's slightly more correcting. So I correct with this and brighten with this. It's just an extra step that I don't need, particularly when the next corrector I have includes both by going a lighter colour but still corrector tone. So there's that. And I've been panning this since May, so more than half of the year. I introduced it at 24 grams. It's now 21 grams. There is only 2.3 grams of product in here, so I have like used it obviously. But I think that's going to get called quits anyway once this is done. My MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Light. Last month it was 66 grams. I cannot get those bits around the edges on my brush. I've like dug into the grate and done all the things. It is done. I am ready to back to MAC this. It was so strange this last month wearing this combination, because this used to be my go-to and everyone complimented me on how my skin looked, and I'm like, it's an old school go-to, and it was great. I still use my Hourglass to set on my eyes rather than this, because this can be a bit heavy to set under the eyes. But for the rest of the face, it's fantastic. Alright, on to my my Paper Progress products. Last month I mentioned that if I actually used my Precising My Brow to fill in my eyebrows rather than my gel, I may actually get through it by the end of the year. So I've been doing that. And even by doing that, I still don't think I'm going to get through this by the end of the year. So you can see I've made more progress than normal. It's this row here. But I still don't think I will get through it by the end of the year. I've been using this brow pencil all year. Now granted, it is because I normally fill in the majority of my brow with a tinted brow gel and then just fill the sparse areas in with that pencil. But I am going more, like I need to get my brows done. I really need to get my brows done. But I have been, and once I get them done, I will use even less of it, because when they're freshly tinted I don't need anything. But I have been enjoying actually filling in my brows completely with pencil. So I may get back to it, because I have another one of these in my backup, and I have a goof proof that is so full that if I didn't get through precisely my brow in a year, if I don't use this to fill my brows in completely, there's no way I'm getting through this in a year. We'll see how we go. I just like the look of the tinted brow gel. Marc Jacobs Earthquake. I'm using it. It's still going. If you don't know, it is broken off at the base, so I cannot twist it all the way up to check, but it is still going. I'm still using it. I think I'm just going to call it quits at the end of the year, because it is getting drier. Obviously so much that it is broken away. And I have other eyeliners I can use and enjoy. So that may also be something that I just kind of love for the next month and then pass on. What else am I marking? The cream eyeshadow. Bare Minerals Sunset Rose. Okay, so this is going to look like a lot of progress, because when I show you it physically, it's down here, okay? And when I show you it on the paper, it's a huge jump from here to here, and that's the end mark. But really that's because half of it broke off when I was using it one day. So I'll now definitely finish it by the end of the year. Didn't think I was going to. But it broke off, obviously, because I bought it on sale when it was being discontinued, so it was already old stock, already drying out. So I'm glad I've been able to use it up. I don't know what cream I'm going to pan once that's done, or if I'm even going to pan eye colour next year. Possibly not. And then lip liner. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Where is it? It's still going. I've been panning this since April, and it's still going. Look, I do think it's not going to be done by the end of the year, but I do think that early next year it will be done. Again, I don't think lip liner is going to be something I choose to pan next year. I am thinking of going back to a monthly makeup basket style shop my stash for a lot of my colour products. Because again, I haven't been panning blush, bronzer or highlighter since May. And I just think that using my collection is where I'm at more than panning my collection. Though base products, lip balms, eyeliner, maybe not even eyeliner. Brows I'll probably still keep panning. And skincare and body care I'm going to try and keep panning because I've actually been able to go through my skincare and body care that way. But in terms of coloured face products, eye products, lip products, I am thinking of doing Shop My Stash. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know. We'll see. I also don't know what my filming schedule is going to be like next year once I go to full time. So maybe by doing Shop My Stash, I'll be able to kind of update you more frequently. Not frequently, but like have that regular video every month as well as a project pan. Even if those are kind of the only things besides hauls and empties that I can regularly update you on. I don't know. Let me know. I do love making videos. I know there's not a lot of you who actually watch them. But for those handful of you that you do, I do really appreciate you. I feel like I don't say that enough. I know that some videos get more views than others, and I know that this series doesn't get a lot. But the few of you that watch these, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's keep going to my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Sweet Candy. This is where it was last month. And it is almost empty. I think I'll be done in about a week. But again, I'm not going to add my last one. Is it my last one of these? One more. It's the last one of these lip balms. And it's the good old original. So this year, it has taken me a full year to pan these Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask Christmas pack. And I'm, yeah, glad. It's really good. Good value as well. Alright. Skincare. Pixie Mist. I feel like one of these lines has rubbed off because I definitely have had this for longer than that. Yeah, I've had this for, this is my 4th month, meaning I should have a 3rd mark on here somewhere. But it obviously got rubbed off. It was obviously somewhere up here. This is where I was last month. This is where I am now. I will be finished this by the end of the year, thank goodness. It started out at 98 grams. It's now down to 46. I used 20 grams in the last month. Yeah, this will definitely be gone by the end of the year. I was questioning whether I was going to phase this out this last month, but I'm just going to, it'll maybe take me a week or two. Probably 2 weeks. Even if it's hot, it's been wearing fine under makeup, so totally happy with that. My Belief Aqua Bomb Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. This is what it looked like last month. And I mentioned in my last month's video that I just wanted to see how close I was to the bottom. So I stuck the spatula down and I've been working from the middle to see visual progress. I'm not going to finish this by the end of the year, but again, it'll only go into a couple of weeks of January, I think. My numbers from this are really confusing because I have my starting weight at 159 grams. Then the second month I weighed it was 211 and it's now down to 177. So that starting weight was obviously wrong. It looks like I've been going through about 20 grams of this a month. And this is a 100 ml product, 3 fluid ounces. So while mils don't automatically convert to grams, it would make sense it would take me just over 5 months to use this. So there's that. Which is interesting because when I use the pharmacy, I use less of it. I only use 10 grams a month. Maybe I'm overusing it. That's also possible. I don't know. Speaking of pharmacy, the waterless vitamin C serum, I only used 1 gram of this. That's fine. I'm just trying to remember to use a vitamin C in my skincare routine at some point. Because I am showing signs of my hyperpigmentation again. So I think it's just going to be something that comes with summer for me, that it flares up in summer and then goes down in winter when I'm not in the sun as much, possibly. But I have two lovely lines that look like I have permanent bruises on my forehead. A long line here, a short line here, a little bit here, and then a tiny bit down here that I'm trying to deal with. So this is this is in here to remind me to use a vitamin C, basically. And I have used it, but I've only used a gram of it. So, but it is only a small product. It's got 5 mils. And then my moisturizer for my face was the Glow Recipe Watermelon Go Sleeping Mask. This was my second one of these I was painting this year. And I have finished it up. I've been using this for the last 6 months, basically. I like it. Works on my skin. I'm glad I finished this up because I was using these on the same night and I was worried I was overdoing it on my skin. So now I'm finished with this. I'm more likely to use this because acids and vitamin C should not be used together. And then finally we have my Peach and Cream Hideaway Moisturizer. This is probably a single use and I still couldn't do it. I did use 25 grams. It was 80 grams. It's now 55. I just need to get this done. I need to actually use moisturizers in my skincare routine. Sometimes. We'll see how we go. But that is it. That is my last update before the finale of my hashtag Team Project Pan. Definitely some of these I know I'm going to get through, like the lip balm and the mist and the eyeshadow stick. Some things I know I'm going to retire at the end, like the corrector and the eyeliner no matter what. And then some things I may be close on, like the foundation. What else might I be close on? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know in the comments again what you think about doing a Shop My Stash makeup basket style video next year for coloured products. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments down below what you've been panning recently and how you've been going. And click subscribe to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.